Little question and answer here. What's the most horrified and scared I've ever been? At least ranks in top three. When I was 10 years old at Mainville Elementary School, about 1973, and our principal's name was Jose Cruz. Now, the strong rumors in school was he had an electric paddle and he was mean. Maybe mean's a little strong word. I'll use the word hard. He was a hard principal. And I found out one of those was true. My fourth grade teacher was Miss Boffman, and I went up to her to get a hall pass to use the restroom. And she said I couldn't use the restroom on the other side because right across the hall because it was out of order. I had to go walk all around. I had to walk on the other side of the school building to use it, so I did. Anyway, she gave me my hall pass, and I had to walk past the principal's office, and and then the hall curves to the left. I got about halfway down the hall, and here comes the principal, Jose Cruz. I'll never forget it. I even remember, and it's been since 1973. 43 years ago. But I remember the boy's hair color, blonde and brown. Jose Cruz literally had him by the hair of the head and half dragging him. Poor kid was screaming a little bit, and he was dragging him to the principal's office. And I was so scared, afraid of Jose Cruz, I actually sort of raised my hand to show him the hall pass, and he lightly acknowledged me. Everybody was scared of him. Anyway, I go to the restroom. Now, a few days after that, I'm in class, and me and two other boys, were in the back of the room passing notes. Well, the teacher, Miss Boffman, she sees us, and she sends us outside. And there were steps to the right. And she says, "Do not sit on the steps. Stand up for an hour." She was basically trying to, stress us out, as punishment. So we're all three outside the door standing. She said, "You got to stand there." Now, one of the boys was a little bit hyper, and I was standing there just scared. Stood there for an hour. But one of the two boys, was a little hyper, and he was kind of goofing off. And he kind of sort of slid. Now, you couldn't really see down the hall because of the stairs. He kind of slid a little bit out in the hall, and all of a sudden, he jolts back to us like lightning. I'll never forget it. His eyes were that big around. I could still see his pulse, his veins pulsating from his heart. Yeah, horrified. Yeah, I can still remember his veins pulsating from his heartbeat. Anyway, he says, "The principal is coming." Those words, "the principal is coming," scared the hell out of us. Those two boys started heading up the steps. I said, "Don't go that way. You'll get trapped and they'll catch you." And I decided to gamble. I could feel the heartbeat in my ear. I was horrified. And all I could think of was his electric paddle. Anyway, I decided to gamble. Gamble. I decided now the restroom was back in order. I decided to chance that he would not stop me and ask or look for my hall pass. What I did, I kept my left hand in front of me, so it looked like I was carrying something. But I've never been so horrified. And you could hear him coming because of his dress shoes on that shiny school floor. So I decided to chance it. Go for the restroom. Now, as I was walking, I knew he was going to yell my name or stop me. I knew it. And he always walked, by the way, he always walked stiff. He always walked, he'd wave like this. He had a stiff walk to him. And he barely would raise, always had his hands down to the side. He would barely raise his hand. He'd go, like I don't know, I don't know. I just didn't care for one. Anyway, I decided to chance it. I gambled. So I went for the restroom. And you don't realize what it's like. It's probably about 30 feet away, the restroom. Walking, not run, walking, so I don't drag too much of his attention, even though he's coming at me, coming from behind me. I get to the door, open it, and I go in, and I run to the stall. What I do here, I open the stall, I pull. I don't have to use the toilet. No, I just pull down my pants to make it look like I'm using the toilet. And I hear him coming. Hear him coming. He's walking, and knowing he's gonna come in to the restroom and ask for my pass. Scared the hell out of me. I listen to him. He's walking, and he passes the door. Well, what I do, I sit there and I wait for about 5 minutes. Wait him out. Now, took another chance. Our teacher could have come out and caught us not standing there. We'd been even in more trouble. But I figured if I'm in the restroom, I'd be in less trouble. Those boys going up the steps, she would automatically send them to the principal's office. She may have felt a little sorry for me because when you got to go, you got to go. She didn't know I didn't have to go. But after about 5 minutes, I walk out and meet the boys. And about 7 or 8 minutes later, she comes out, opens the door, says, "Come on back into class." I've never been so horrified. I mean, oh my God, oh, it scared the hell out of me. Totally.